To be continued. Yes, I would like to save. Actually, let me save it over here. PWAA. All right, cool. Dude, I can't believe we started this literally December 30 or December of 2024. April 11, 12:13 p.m. courtroom number 2. Ooh. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. No! The cops, they're coming! Stay hydrated, everyone. Stay hydrated. Next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Look at how fragile she looks. Murderer! Oh my god, not the Disney-esque butterflies, bro. What's with the stiff silence? As in my long career as a judge, I have never been deceived by many witnesses. Yikes. That is a statement. It is my job to take one of their word. But in your case, I must admit, you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Yikes. My girl Dolly over here. But she ain't no Dolly Parton, that's for sure. I can't believe he actually said that. Look at the fucking nervousness of this guy. Oh, now then, witness. Could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. And I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you. Thank you for calming my nerves. I gotta do it in the most... oh, girl. I gotta do it in the most feminine voice I can pronounce. Because to me, I sound very high-pitched. Even though, to me, internally, I sound deep as fuck. So this is gonna be fun. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If you may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Disney princess extraordinaire. Big as fuck hair. I am a junior in literature at Ivy and University. I just want to say that it is my honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. The cringe. Me as an elf lawyer looking at them and looking at her. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we all know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. No. Oh my god, oh my god. The reference, oh god, I did not, oh the god. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? If you just go on and say whatever is on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I know it. Oh my god, she fucking calls him Feeny. I mean, don't get me wrong. I call my fiance some cute little nicknames too. But like, I think that's a little too much. Sounds like she's trying to say Feeny Weeny. Yes, yes, I can see why you said that. She's going to be tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them up all on her finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let us hear about what you witnessed that day. Witness testimony. What I witnessed. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Girl, no. You know what? There are some women who do this too. That's when Feeny noticed I was there. I went to go find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say according to you, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, I even recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Oh, God. Nonetheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never. What's more than enough, witness? I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before, once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. Madam? I am no one's grandma yet, girlie. Ugh. Mia! What I witnessed. I had been planning to go to Feeny's place after class was over. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeny, I mean Mr. Wright, is a part of the art department? If that's the case, then what are you doing by this pharmacology building? Well, I'm in literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry. Oh, ho, ho, how wonderful. That is humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. Dude, that's grim. That's like grim. It's supposed to be poetry? Sounds like a midlife crisis. For me, to get to the art department, I had to walk through the back area. Yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courtroom, I always walk through the front doors. What the fuck? How else would you enter? Teleportation? Ooh, you know what? Mia's clocking this shit. She's like, ooh, clock it. You guys can't see, but I'm pinching my fingers. Clock it. Feeny and Dougie were talking behind the building. So, who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So, you were Dougie's Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright's. You were, oh my god. So you were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway. How could you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Bitch, she is literally a, what is it called? A prominent figure in the mystic community. And Mia Fey herself is literally a fucking legend because of her spiritual powers and shit. It runs so deep in the family, and she was the more powerful one. Even though at this point Pearl is also as powerful, and so is Maya. Guys, I'm gonna crash out. Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next? Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and collapsed. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Beanie never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony now? Show the contradiction. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never. Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger the witness. I'll believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Bitch, you fucking interrupted her. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It's already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try and cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Please. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell on the ground. And at that moment, there was only two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow. Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? Wes. I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. If I went to go and find some other students and call the authorities. You say other students, you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they're all fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So, to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 researcher students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. The students knew what was going on? Press for more details. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure. They knew what happened. They seemed kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get any more info from the students. So, did the police call the students? Or the students call the police? Yes, I was just so panicked. I panicked. Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. Girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Right. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm gonna have to I have to dig deep to find this contradiction. I'd been planning to go back to Feeny Weenie's place. Bitch, no, you fucking weren't. Actually, I didn't see. We're gonna present. Yeah, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. Bitch, I didn't see the moment he was pushed. Bitch, girl, present. The witness's testimony just now is clearly contradictory, Your Honor. It could be. It has to be right. I knew it. However, your evidence doesn't show whatever the contradiction you may think it is. Objection denied. I try and think it over. Oh, bitch, what do you fucking mean? Okay, it was right here. Oh, I didn't see the moment. Actually, I didn't see the moment. It was talking behind the building. I didn't look like they were fighting. Okay, actually, I gotta present right here. You say you didn't hear anything unusual? Is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. Girl, bitch, please. That's nice, but I find just that a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear the noise as well? Well, oh my god, ad start in about 3 minutes, everyone. Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. Bitch! Girl! That is so wrong. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise, like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Bitch, I was listening to music at the time. Unless you're literally listening to heavy metal, I don't think you'd be able to. I think you'd still be able to hear the snap of thunder or even just a snap of something like through the music. Girl, oh my god. Unless you got them like noise canceling ones, but even then you would still hear the vibration. Ooh, girl. You're gonna make me throw my hands. Headphones? You mean both of your ears were covered? The rain was beginning to let up, but it seemed as Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come out in the end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of that sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony at all. Wait a second, Mia. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change the whole case. Yeah. There was lightning. Ooh! Yep. Yeah, because, ooh. Your Honor, there was a problem with that witness's testimony. What do you mean? You didn't notice? She said that there was a lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now is not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fey. Yes, Your Honor. Anyways, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Ooh, girl. I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to that guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, a victim of a stray bolt. Ooh, girl, we're getting spicy. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that. Ooh, girl. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fey. Huh? Oh, wait, ads are starting right now. Ads are gonna be starting in a minute. I will be right back, everyone. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, everyone. All right. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there was no lightning strikes on the day of the location. What? There's more. We have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to the case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? The affidavit. Whose affidavit is this from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. I wonder why it's severed. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cable were very old, and they were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break. Testimonies, old power cable broke because of some sort of impact due to 4/9 at 2:55 p.m. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have been snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Fey, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable, Your Honor? I don't know how. I do not like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something important to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was the cause of it? The break. It would have to be Phoenix. It'd have to be Phoenix because he was the one who pushed him technically. He's suffering a cold right now. I don't know. Okay. But here's the thing though. Okay, hold on. Evidence. Let me look at evidence once more. The date and time of death was at 3 p.m. Fatal electric shock. Ivy building. And no, but he wouldn't have. It may have been the umbrella, honestly, because the umbrella no, the umbrella didn't technically bump on him. Over Wright's fingers. Next testimony fell on top of the umbrella. I don't know. Yeah, okay, it has to be Phoenix, though. Let me go to profile. Technically, he did push Doug. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony, the defendant's testimony. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, sounds right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yes, that the prosecution could also come up with the same conclusion. No, you didn't. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What are you supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed before being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was the impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense since the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Mr. Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. What? In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. I'm telling you, it's fucking Dahlia. Order. Order in the court. Ah. The lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way. Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? Bitch, please. The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than what I remember. What? What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one more time, please? Please, Mr. Judge. Of course, it's all right. God damn it. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. The first time was into the electric pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Beanie caught up and crushed him to the ground. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. Hi, Water Dragon. How are you doing? I got the little delinquo. The little delinquo. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Bitch, please. Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination. What the Witness, Part 1. What the Witness? What the Witness? The truth is, Fanny pushed him twice. And the first time was into an electrical pole, and that's when the cable broke. Pushed him twice. No, I don't think he did. You Disney princess. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your statement, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court? I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. What? Of course, come on. It was just a little old white lie. Well, forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, all right? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Ho, ho, ho. The judge has a better... This judge better had been... You better be careful, goddammit. I couldn't even read the rest. The first time was into the electrical pole, and that's when the cable broke. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look like it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Oh, my back. Oh, really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad. Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to the music in your headphones while watching the scene unfold. Oh, huh? Miss Faye, I'll have asked you to stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy. I was scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all. That's very sweet and supportive of you. What happened after that? But Feeny caught up to him and crashed into him from behind. That doesn't sound quite right. There was handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints on the back of the leather jacket? Well, no, there weren't. Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully and let me continue to lie to the court, because I'm very innocent looking. All I said is he crashed into him from behind. My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Ugh. The cable snapped, and Dougie being electrocuted, it all happened in less than a minute. I don't think so. We're gonna present here. Because if you look at crime scene photo number 2, look at that. His watch. His watch is right there. We're presenting. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes. And your point is, Miss Faye? My point is, what time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to cable snapping at 2:55 p.m.? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was at 2:55 p.m. Oh, wow! Bitch, please. Would you care to explain the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during that 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Doug Swallow. Order in the court. Objection! Well, this is nonsense. The real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? Huh. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. Are you ready? I'm fucking ready, that's for sure. Very well. But remember, you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. And very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who's the real killer? Bam. It could have only been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh. What? How? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the other being electrocuted. What exactly were you doing during those 10 minutes, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger. Wait, hold on. I find it hard to believe you didn't lift a finger to help stop the men dearest to you. Order, Miss Faye. What I mean, why? Why would to say is... Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How could you say something so mean, Madame Faye? How could you? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is very serious. Charge. Whoa. Your Honor, please, I have something to say. What is it? Please, strike everything the defense said from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Oh, girl, Phoenix, you are too fucking in love with this girl. She did it. I also just hit my hand, by the way, guys. Ugh. Ooh. Get back to your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Achoo! Leave me, my Dolly alone! That boy. He's gotten himself way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just the nick of time. I found this police report after the incident in your newspaper clipping. Police report added to the court record. Record on the 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I'm hoping for. Let me actually read the court record. Okay, so there's 2 pages. Incident overview. Location, courtroom. Oh my god. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Date and time, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, 19. Girl, that is a 10-year age gap. Oh, girl. You just got out of high school. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity of the suspect's person. It is very clear how the poison entered. Ooh, it is unclear how it entered the victim's coffee. Ooh, girl. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. What? Diego Armando was our boyfriend? And he was poisoned? Oh, girl. Ooh. Ooh, let me put my hair up. We're fighting someone. We are fighting someone right now. Oh, girl. Ugh. Oh. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Ooh, girl. Ooh, ooh. I'm about to throw these hands as an accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say? Well, really, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't worry, my dear. I have a situation well in hand. Gotta go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yeah, because apparently he couldn't teach you how to Dougie. Terrible dad jokes. Anyways. Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. Oh my god, what fell? Okay. I was thinking of this because if she's literally a Black Widow, lol. So she's literally a Black Widow because she killed a guy. Okay, so she's killed probably a string of lovers. Oh, but no. Ooh, since high school maybe. Ooh, girl. So we think about it like this. She's killed since high school. She killed a guy. So she killed a guy. Mia's boyfriend, Diego Armando, was then poisoned and killed because he was getting too close to the situation. And then now she's with Dougie, or she was with Doug, but something happened. They broke up. She got with Phoenix Wright. And oh my god, I just connected the dots. Dude, oh my god. Her necklace that she wears around her fucking thing. Oh, it's poison. The poison's in there. Oh my god. Dude, the connection. We have, oh my god. I'm jumping ahead of myself, but it's still. I told you, you should let me handle this. Weeping noises. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my Feeny. The notion that I would try and frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little old Meeta Bear. I believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to the lie is somewhere in this police report. "8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria in the building. And then the same day, the two of them accidentally met." Your Honor. The defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day that she first met defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could possibly have to do with this case? This witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason. Very well, then. The court grants defense requests. Young lady, would you mind staying on there just a little bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for a battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's just like we were destined to meet in the very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Sorry guys, by the way, I keep on hitting my mic. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey. We literally make people sick. I'm just jealous, I think. Mr. Wright, don't do that again or you'll be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of our youth, go get her. How I met my Feeny Weenie. I first met my darling Feeny Weenie 8 months ago. So until that time, you were dating Doug Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself. No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken me to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho, ho, ho. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Despite that, however, he always has his hands down on the correct verdict. That's why some people always call him the Great Judgin'. Judgini? Oh, the Great Judgini. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement room. The courthouse's reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Beanie was not only an art student, but he was also planning to become a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. And what was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case. I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better be treading carefully, though. Keep pressing. Oh. Uh-oh. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well, young lady. I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse's reading room? If you please, Your Honor, to answer this simply, I had to come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. I wonder what it is. You were writing a paper, bitch? You were answering a line of questioning from Diego. On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld. Oh. Okay. I guess. Ho ho ho. This sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff. Mia, why did that girl really come to the courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? Speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble getting that. Okay, so it's literally just on the last one. I skipped a beat. We went on that fateful day. Bitch, you guys didn't mean... Okay. We're gonna present. We're gonna present the court. We're gonna present. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here for your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a more important reason? What is this meaning of this crockery? Oh, I didn't even read the rest of it. I'm so sorry, guys. 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident with another attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in the incident is listed here in this report, and that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was a prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order, order! This is unbelievable. It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide thorns. Miss Faith, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with another, Winston Payne, will not allow it. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking, so shut the fuck up, is what she said. Pardon me. Go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now, I've got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you've already lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Oh, this is... I can hardly tell which is inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. What is the talk with hemorrhoids? No poisoning. I met a lawyer who was poisoned. To discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was liquid poison. At just teaspoons. Girl, how do you know the measurement? The medicine goes down. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get poison like that. So, what happened here 8 months ago? However, as you've heard the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up the sleeve, and I'm sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Miss Nia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. To proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Oh, was he British? I thought he was, like, Texan. We'll give him a Texan accent this whole time. The poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria. I left my seat just a moment. From what I heard, liquid poison, just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a special kind of poison. So you see, I'm very innocent. I wouldn't even get a poison. I think I know where you would, buddy. You remember your ex-boyfriend who's currently dead at the moment? The pharmaceutical student, Mr. Doug Swallow, victim 21. It was a pharmacology student. It was definitely him because you, my dear, have access or unlimited access to a research facility that's always experimenting on things. So you probably made an undetectable poison that quickly fades into the bloodstream, if not becomes unnoticeable. Bam, present. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison, and I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? I fucking knew it. As your boyfriend's lab. A boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at the Ivy University. But pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment, and in fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you have some success to such a poison after all. And then, it mattered in slipping into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at that very table, you. be. Yes, it could be. Because probably, ooh. Because the cold X medicine as well. She probably put some poison tablets in there. Oh, like the Tylenol murders. Ah, things are getting spicy. May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's come true. I searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? Girl, it's your fucking necklace. That. Who else has it? Phoenix Wright. She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something like that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you say something, I threw the poison container away. I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? Oh, she got me on that one. Provide some evidence, or I will disallow this line of questioning. Unless you come up with some evidence, we're gonna lose it. The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia in the courthouse, yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're gonna accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the poison container? Bam. You forced me to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? That's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who was this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defendant was the witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. Ooh, that's where the contradictory thing is. If she had just been like, here, hold on to this, then he would have been an accessory to the crime because he held on to it. He was there. But instead, she's like, I love you so much. Here is a present to show my love to you. Got him. Got him. What? That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's quite cute. So, what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All of the purpose of hiding one's piece of evidence that would give her away. What? What are you saying? There's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No! No! Order in the court. Ooh. On my behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Oh, you poor fool. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too? I'm sorry, baby boy. Let me just give you like a head pat. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of the necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace that you wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime, and that's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make it worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't believe you. Oh, Eek. Mia? What, are you all right? The defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him. The fuck? Mia, are you all right? Yes, I think so. That boy, he was completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone. What? It's terrible. He must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are you supposed to do now? Ooh. Ooh. Miss Hawthorne, or Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unpredictable in the court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give it back the necklace. I ate it. What the fuck? You what? You ate it. It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but then... what the... What? What is he doing now? Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed may have had poison left in it. It seems like the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How could that be sure? I think that's obvious. You can see that the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defendant's overreactive imagination. So it may seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must have had some poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. It's all right, rookie. Trust your client is not the most notable thing to a defense attorney. It's heartwarming to see what you place so much faith in, Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust my witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my life. Which is why I can state your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. Even after I've proven so much, is she gonna get away with everything? Well, now, the suspicion of the surrounding of Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up. I would like to proceed with the trial. Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believe in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I actually forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met Doug Swallow? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last time, someone stole some poison from our lab. Or last night, someone stole poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. He's trying. Oh my god, he tried to warn him. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, this is the defendant. Miss Faye, you tell him. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. Oh no, girl. Girl, there's too much evidence against you right now. Or against her. So she stole it 8 months too. If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye. If you're certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. Or something that she desperately wanted back. She desperately wanted to get back before. Exactly who was Miss Dahlia planning to kill? Him. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow who was murdered. Well, the truth is that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Swallow was Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was in fact you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else it could have been. But how could it be? I thought Mr. Hawthorne and Miss Hawthorne were madly in love. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about, the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace that she cared about. That even so, why would she go as far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could only think of one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was pretty good move that she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure, and he only showed it. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct. Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Franny. No. Beanie. What a joke you are. Showing your true colors, bitch. Ooh. Look at how she holds herself differently. Okay, trying to change up her voice. Honestly, how can any woman ever court on you or count on you for anything? Even I told you time and time again, keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. And you disgust me. Miss Hawthorne, it appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me a criminal making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal. You, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where is your evidence? It seems your sniving little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Ugh, well, hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with your dumb look on your face? Me? Miss Hawthorne? What happened to you? Yeah, buddy, what happened to you? You were such a Georgia peach. Well, are you really that shocked? Are you? Oh, ad's starting in about 3 minutes. Or do you prefer me this way? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? Huh? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Because you are. I mean, you've technically killed 3 people. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Then I'll ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. This bitch literally fucking left. I can't let her get away this time. Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you can pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No! No! You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Well, Miss Faye. Oh, girl, I'm about to throw these hands. I'm tossing up my hair. Can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess this up here, my career of a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't even have any evidence. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with it. Okay, gotta snooze the thing because we're getting there. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible. You can't possibly. Stupid woman. It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will only allow one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you're unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down to Mr. Wright. Understand, Your Honor? I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets a chance to soar. She's planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poisoning was probably in there. Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show the court irrefutable evidence. Ooh. Yes. Cold Killer X. I was thinking about it earlier. Because she stole poison again, she hid it in there. It's like the, sadly, considering it's a morbid reference, more or less. But she put the poison inside the Cold Killer because he takes the Cold Killer every single time. He takes that at lunch. He takes that at dinner. He takes it every single time he eats. So it has to be the Cold Killer X because it's in there. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X, Phoenix's right beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense lawyer or attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle around lunchtime on that day on the accident. Yep. I always eat with Talia, just the two of us. Yep. See, right there. And I knew it too because when he had lost it, and then somehow, Doug ended up with it. I was thinking, did Doug like maybe have a spare on him or something? But no, she fucking planted that bottle on him. She was the one who took the bottle from Cold Killer X. She poisoned it, knowing Mr. Wright was going to take some. Huh. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I know. The court will recall the crime. What happened here 8 months ago? Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? Huh? Are you talking about 8 months ago? The poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Turning someone she had accidentally ran into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. And that is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This is, of course, was how she was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, she heard and saw everything that had happened at the scene of the crime. Oh, ads are coming back again. Including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about to cut the electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug to live. And she used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is how the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. And it's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. She recalled that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have had thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else holding it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, girl! We're getting shit done. Shit's getting real. Oh, come on. Everyone, surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a flirty, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Yes, that's exactly right. It's pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Miss Hawthorne, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence, wouldn't you say? If I'm just a flirting, stinking liar, there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some medicine right now. She's like, try me, bitch. Do it. Fucking do it. I fucking dare you. Woo! Her. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Ooh. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later. Too, okay? Huh? Or why, yes. I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Ooh. It's finally over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown any scrap of evidence to support this outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. Oh my god. I thought for the wrong thing. I don't believe one word this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? Yeah, try the medicine. What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... There. It's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust my witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. That's fucking true. Eat your words. Is she so trustworthy? Even when I'm sure that this could possibly be any poison in there, right? You see, yes. And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you have in this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? My hair! Oh my god. No! Oh, dude, he lost his hair. Damn, he tried it and now he lost all of his hair. The poor guy. Mr. Payne? About Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor. And I'll file her papers for the immediate arrest. Tragic. Not surprising. I knew that there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. I'm pretty sure. Don't lie, just admit you're wrong. By the way, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor? What is it? Was it just me, or did Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne, this can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? I can't believe it's true. My dear Dolly. Oh, well, ad's starting in about a minute, so I can't believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring the end of the trial. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Woo! This court is adjourned. April 11, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mia, you are wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Grossberg, do you mind thinking about... Could you stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, the case made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship with a mutual client, with a trust... with a mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost the sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations. Thanks. I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there was on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know would never have done those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't gotten a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But out of all of my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. What kind of company does this guy keep? Right now, I'm like studying to become a lawyer myself. Oh, ads start. No, you guys are going to be lost in the ads. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him. It's Miles! He's talking about Miles! I see. Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help anyone they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new to this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become the best lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. It's about 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I had planned and managed to save my friend, but Mia had passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But this also brings up some precious ones, and memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now, but even so, I can hear her in her mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in yourself and your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. Look at her outfit has changed from when she first started to now. 5 long years. Something has happened that made me think back to her words a bit. But that is a story for another day. Turnabout Memories, the end. We did it, guys! Woo! We did it!